Heavy rainfall coupled with the swelling of rivers and creeks in the Upper Demerara Berbice Region 10 over the last week has left many communities stretching from Spikeland, Block 42 Lower Amelia's Ward and Caracara to Rockstone in Linden and all the way up to Kokwani Waterfront, Landaville, Hururu Mission and Wikikalkuni severely affected. Homes have been completely covered and residents have been forced to relocate and seek temporary shelter at facilities established by the Civil Defense Commission and regional authorities. Like the Caracara Creek in Linden, the Berbice River overflowed with the heavy rainfall coupled with the high tide. Many homes and farms situated alongside or close to the river were immediately threatened. And while residents contemplated their next move, government was busy strategizing on how best to assist those citizens now in need. President Dr. Mohamed Irfan Ali led these efforts from the front. On Saturday, he traveled to regions to get a first-hand look at devastation and to brainstorm solutions with the residents. The head of state also dispatched a team of government ministers to areas where flooding was reported.
We had the opportunity to view it firsthand in a very comprehensive way, especially the savannas land and the backlands. And if the rain continues, as is predicted, then it will be even worse. So our first intervention here, as you would have said, with the residents, is to save lives, save livelihood, to get the waters quickly off of the land, to provide shelter and medical facilities. Those are the priorities right now.
During that visit, President Ali also promised residents that relief items would be dispatched immediately for them. The following day, that promise was kept. Minister of Public Works, the Honourable Bishop Juan Edgil, led that exercise.
The trucks with the supplies of hampers and cleaning agents have arrived in front of me. From the barge, we're getting straight to a meeting with all of the stakeholders, including the CDC, to work out the logistics. We want to be able to get supplies all the way down the Berbice River as far as Kalkuni or Wairuni.
With the support of community leaders and councillors, the exercise of providing relief to every resident commenced.
This morning, we are delivering on the promise that was made by the President when he came here on Saturday afternoon. Representation was made about what your needs are. And here we are today. I stand here representing the President and the Cabinet.
Residents recognize the efforts that have been made by the government to ensure their immediate needs were met, even as the rest of the country grappled with flooding.
2 days ago, it reached up an MSK because of the house, the bottom. The water come with a force and the parking was fall down. And yes, I'm thankful for whatever I have here in this bag. I'm so grateful.
We appreciate a great lot what this present government is doing for us, right? We was a little frustrated because we are all the way up and all over the country, but we know they can't do everything at one time. But what takes place here today, everybody appreciates it.
Actually, myself and parents, we farm, and right now our farm is like about 8 feet underwater, and we can't do any kind of plant. Actually, we can't do no planting at all, and we're trying to harvest our planting and banana that is remain. So it is actually really affecting us because I live right there. And you can see how the water is way up on us. So I let everybody feel it. I'm grateful to the government and everybody else who contributed. It shows that they are thinking about us and we mean something to them, so they're supporting us.
We're thanking the government for this hamper and more else for the quick response, with everything that they're doing for us.
I'm really thankful. It's something nice that they actually come and look, the president come himself and just see things happening, affecting us, the flood affecting us and stuff. I'm really thankful.
It really affected some persons because some persons had to relocate to other areas or to higher grounds. Yes, we're getting assistance and persons are grateful for it.
With most homes completely inundated, the government has also spearheaded efforts through the Civil Defense Commission to establish shelters for the affected residents.
So the CDC is fully mobilized in Subdistrict 2 of Region 10. And this morning they are opening shelters to evacuate people from homes where they're still living where water is heavy. We already have 2 families in the shelter here at this school.
While the shelters are expected to be temporary, efforts are being made to ensure they are also comfortable for residents. The shelters will be kept open as long as persons require somewhere to stay.
It really lasts nothing. It's just that the place uncomfortable for the in the water because of the children. It's very comfortable being here, especially with the children out of the water. It's comfortable for them and for me too.
Thus far, 16 families have been accommodated at the Oraima Nursery School, 2 families at the Oraima Primary School, and 31 families at the Kokwani Primary School. On Wednesday afternoon, the Civil Defense Commission updated the nation on the situation in the various regions. Director General Lieutenant Colonel Kester Craig said 15 teams have been dispatched across the country to conduct rapid assessments and verification of flood reports.
In Region 10, water receded somewhat in Mackenzie and Wismar, but remained extremely high at Rockstone, Kokwani, and Oraima. Food hampers and clean supplies were dispatched and distributed, and 3 shelters have since been established.
Based on the assessments carried out, the CDC indicated that 1,000 households were impacted. Relief efforts will continue in the region, he noted. Through its emergency relief exercise on Monday, government was able to reach all those affected communities in Kokwani. So far, 60 hampers were distributed to residents of Wikikalkuni, 78 hampers to Lamp Island, 136 hampers to waterfront residents, 25 to Waterfront Road, 20 to Bamboo Landing, 180 to Landeville, and 170 to Hururu Mission. Residents of Pottsville and other areas in Subdistrict 2 also benefited.